Okay, hello everyone. It's Nora. I'm very excited to be the hosting today's crypto market insight session with our awesome guest. We've got some fantastic guests joining us today to share their thoughts on what's happening in the market. As your host, I'll be guiding us through a fun, thought-provoking conversations that are gonna be both informative and engaging. So, whether you've been around crypto for years or you're just getting started, sit back, relax, and join us for what I promise to be really interesting discussion. We'll be talking about this week's market performance, key trends, and the hottest topics. We're living right now on the CoinW channel and also streaming on CoinW's YouTube channel at the same time. So come hang out with us, drop your thoughts, questions, or anything about the market specific coins in the comments. Our guest will pick a few and answer them live. Okay, let's dive in. And in this part, we would like our guest to share your market insights on any crypto tokens you want to talk about. Please be free to share the screen to let us watch your charts. And firstly, let's welcome Dylan.
How's it, guys? Let me just share my screen. Here we go. Thanks so much for having me. So, yeah, basically, I want to speak about mainly just altcoins, and then I'll do a little bit of a Bitcoin at the end. But whenever I look at altcoins, I always like to look at the total three, which shows us the market cap of all the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I always look at this in terms of like trying to get my understanding of the altcoin market cap going into the week, right? So something to note for the altcoin market cap is that we did get a nice little pump the other day when I think it was yesterday or the day before when Trump did obviously announce the ceasefire, and basically this was that moves to the upside, but we still got rejected from this key level here, right? So this was the zone, the 722 billion level. I was hoping we could close above that zone in order for continuation to the upside, but staying below this level here to me is not a good thing in terms of the short term for the altcoins. There's still a good chance we can actually come lower. Anywhere below this level over here, this trend line is showing that there's weakness in the altcoins. And, for me personally, I would want to see price get above 722, and then we start looking for continuation to the upside. And right now, we're just not really getting that. We're just getting rejected from the zone. So just watching the zone closely to see if we can obviously start taking out this high over here, this level over here, and then we can look for continuation longs. Okay, so that's something to note for total three. So total three is still actually in this bearish move. Price is still respecting this previous high, and this could just be a lower high for continuation to the downside. So that's something to notice for total three. And then looking at USDT dominance, I want to look at it just quickly on the lower time frames, like the 50 minutes, and basically right now I'm actually looking to see if USDT dominance actually closes above this zone over here. And basically what I look at USDT dominance, because it's basically the inverse of what's going to happen in crypto. Remember, like you're trading against the like whenever you're trading Bitcoin, you're trading against USDT. So if the dominance goes up, then crypto tends to come down. So basically I like to trade this while I'm trading my altcoins. No, I don't use it as like a major to enter a position, but I just use it as confidence to see what's happening. But essentially, if price breaks above this zone, then we can expect price on crypto to potentially come down, right? The one thing is that we obviously did break this key level the other day, which is something to note. So on the 4-hour time frame, we did break this level, this trend, and you can see our price was actually trading, making lower highs, which is obviously quite a bullish thing. And then we made this lower high over here. So the only problem is we are at support, right? So USDT dominance is at support, so there's potential for price to come up a little bit before we actually come down further, right? So for me right now, I'm watching this closely, because if we do get a 50-minute breakout here, then I will be looking at potential shorts for some altcoins within the short. The shorter time period. Not really looking at swings right now, more like scalp trades. But if this were to break above the zone over here, then I will be looking to take sells on some tokens. Okay. So that's a thought that you guys should look at. The one other token, I think it was TAO. I was looking at a short on TAO if it closed below this level, but we didn't get a close below this level. So TAO is actually stronger than most tokens right now. But I was waiting for price to close below, so that's not valid. There was another token. It was Solana. Yeah. So I'm looking at Solana longs, and basically with Solana, we did get like a nice little breakout the other day, and it is retraced quite nicely. And this is almost like a bar zone, but I want to see the 4 hour candle close above 83.24 personally to take a long for Solana. But right now, I'm not really interested in taking longs at this level. I want to see if there's continuation with this retracement. So I want to see if the 4 hour candle close above the zone, and then that would trigger me to go potentially long. So watching Solana at like 83.24 for me personally is a key level, and then also Ethereum. So one thing to note about Ethereum is that we did actually break out of this range once again. We had that breakout over here, and then we came back below the range, and we're still hovering above this trend line over here, but we are still holding, this this 2,172 level, which is pretty much that recent breakout level. So personally, like if Ethereum stays above this level over here, we could assume that we can get a bounce, and you can see the last literally since this morning, last night going into this morning, price has been hovering around this level. So there is a good chance that we bounce from the zone for ETH. It also retested 0.5 fib from this low to the high. So there is a good chance that we can get a move to the upside for Ethereum. So just watch the zone closely. This is definitely going to be like the bounce zone if we do get a bounce. So yeah, I'm watching this level quite closely. Obviously, New York session in like 20 minutes, so that would obviously help out in terms of a bit more volume. But I am watching this level here for a bounce because this is looking like a breakout retest scenario, right? Um, the only difficult thing right now for ETH is that we did come into quite a key level over here, but we did break structure to the upside on the daily. So yeah, I'm looking at Ethereum for potential longs off this level, but I'm just a bit cautious right now because of USDT dominance and the lower time frames to see if we get rejected from here, then I'll look to long Ethereum. But if price breaks out of here, then I won't actually long ETH. So that's something to look at. And yeah, that's kind of my thoughts right now on the market. There's not much else to look at. I mean, Hype, we did speak about Hype, I think last week. I did actually manage to get a long for Hype at this level, around about like 30, 36. This was a key zone that I was looking at. I do think that Hype's one of the tokens that are going to do like better than most other tokens. So I have obviously entered a position. I think I did speak about this last week as well. Yeah, it was last week, Thursday. Yeah. And I was saying that if Hype were to, stay in the zone over here, then I was going to look for buys, and that's exactly what we got. So I am, I am really bullish on this token, and as long as we do stay above this trend over here, I do think that Hype's going to continue going higher. It's remember like this is on the daily time frame, so like each candle represents a day, so you have to think about it more of like a longer time frame. A lot of people want quick gains, but the problem is you can't really get that um, with crypto. Well, you can obviously, but you shouldn't expect that, especially when trading. You always want to go for the small wins and accumulate those. But yeah, with Hype, I do think there's a potential for it to continue going higher. So that's currently my thoughts on the market right now.
Okay, great. Thanks for analysis of these tokens. Yeah, exactly. The TAO deserves our attention right now. And next one, let's hear from Jay.
Hi guys. Okay. Mm, all right. So I think about the same with Dylan. I'm kind of agree with the hype and everything. So I got longs from what time is it? Last Friday on Vampiro. And it was good. Good long back to back round one, round two. Trailing. Now my trailing stop at 67596. I'm still targeting around 77K until 78 because I believe around this area this is like the magnet for now. uh we got Hello high, price control, and we got liquidity right here. So yada yada. And look at this. We still got even 85 if we got spikes. Even 85. But after that, I'm gonna be bearish again, guys. But rest assured for today, we got we got news like impact now that happening right now. So that's why the market is kind of choppy right now. So for today, we got core PCE, and I'm gonna live on core PCE after this. So I'm not gonna be long here. Core PCE, we got we got flat on core PCE, but for the final GDP, we got lower than expected. So what is been so the quick breakdown on the GDP measure economic growth. So while core PCE measure underlying inflation and is the Fed favorite inflation goal. So tonight GDP came in weaker than expected. So which tell us growth is slowing and core PCE came in line. So inflation is still sticky but not getting worse. So that means it's fit for probability, I'm gonna say it like tonight, 56% bull, but all I'm worried is the chop because really chop, but for gold it's kind of strong. For gold it's kind of strong. All right. But the the GDP was weak and core PC was flat. So growth is slowing, but inflation still isn't dead. So that's why the market can bounce. So let's see. When the US market open in the next 60 minutes, can Bitcoin bounce? But before bounce, I got short on Bitcoin right now, like a little bit scalping short. So this is my goal, already jackpot. But I did took some hit from this afternoon because I was like on this afternoon. I was trying to short, but this is just scalp, guys. This is 1 minute scalp. And don't try this at home, guys. This is 1 minute scalp. Look at this. Look at the stop loss. It's only like 100 pips something. And my target is 300 pips. And it's looking strong right now. And it got a kill zone right now on the upside. But I'm worried gold is gonna reverse during the US Open. But for Bitcoin, I've still got my short from this evening from the New York, London Kills on Live, and I got stop loss. I got two stop loss. This is my first stop loss, and this is my defense. So the one that active is only half right now. So my target right now it's only around this area 70 ish. Why? Because all I want. So I'm gonna close everything. I'm gonna so because my chart is kind of messy. So look, so this is the big picture. Okay, this is the big picture. Swing high, swing low, swing high. And what I'm doing right now with the short, I'm looking for the swing low. That's it. That's it. Just a little bit is fine. Just a little bit is fine. And when we got the new swing low, I think I'm gonna add more to my arsenal because uh we still got a lot. Look at this, still got a lot. So if I open this the heat maps, you can see like how much do we got. Where is it? Where is it? It's gonna be soon. Okay, up still got a lot too. So the closest one is 76. We got like how much is that? Yeah, a billion something around here. So we got here, but below is a lot. So let's say we got the spike. I think I have to take profit after that. So it was a good week for me. It was a good week. It do the same with me. A 2 round back to back since I know from Pero TRB. I still got from last time and start to performing again. I got say that performing right now kind of good. 2 rounds back to back swing. I got pixel short. Fuck man, I'm shorting pixel. Look at this. Like it's almost 50% here. I'm shorting pixel. I think it was high impact. And this is the one that Dylan mentioned. Hype. Yeah. Hype was good. So I think hype still can little bit more upside. So maybe after it take my jackpot, I'm gonna make into the round two because from what I see here, still got a little bit here on the swing high around 44 something is. So it's kind of good. If you zoom out on the daily, look at this 44 on the upside. And after that, I think I'm gonna down with the hype. So next we got Sol. I'm kind of agrees with Dylan too. So it's kind of like no juice right now, but I saw some wells buying because I got the tracker for Sol. So I limit a little bit deeper for Sol around 80, 77, and after that, voila. And what else do we got right now? So I think that's it for me. So I'm just gonna hope Bitcoin can dip a little bit, and I'm gonna long maybe tonight or in the midnight maybe because my plan. So I'm gonna tell you my plan for the news today. So the viewer can knows what's my plan right now for the Bitcoin. So this is my plan. Okay, we're doing intraday, and my plan is Bitcoin just to retrace around this area. We got the factors. Look at the green factors. Just retrace here. And if we, but don't buy immediately. Okay. The point is, if we can, let's say we got a dump and we can quickly reclaim and confirm this swing low. All right. That's secure to enter. But if not, don't, you're going to be slow bleed. Maybe like, maybe this 6-6 because I saw some heat map around here too. All right. Thank you, Nora. Cheers.
Okay, that's impressive. Thanks for Jay. Well then, let's hear from Lee.
Okay, let me share my screen first. Hold on a second. Yeah. So also, I always start from two different perspectives. First one is based on macro news and the policy. So the ceasefire agreement has triggered a rebound in cryptocurrencies and both in U.S. stocks and the gold. And meanwhile, we find the crude oil has declined. And however, whether these gains can be sustained remains uncertain. We don't know. And the decisions made in the U.S. era negotiations and by the Federal Reserve in the coming days will influence their sustainability. And the prospects for interest rate cuts have already dimmed and making a short-time bull market quite challenging. And so we still need time to wait and see how it goes, especially tonight and this week. So if we switch to the technical K line perspective, we find in the short term and ETH faced the resistance level. I would say the range of here is very a very small range. Is between around maybe 2160 to 2190 just here, and maybe need time maybe tomorrow, and this consolidation would change maybe upward or downward, and also we find with 2350 serving as a key pressure level here. Here, actually here. Yes, if we change the K line to like 1 hour period, we can see here is a very strong resistant level here. It's 2350 here. Yep. And go back to 50 minutes. Yeah, so if we say if the upward moment stalls and short positions could be considered here, and it's a good position for you to open short. However, from the technical standpoint, the rebound has not yet concluded; is still upward trending. So if the macroeconomic conditions remain favorable in the coming days, continued rebound is still possible to pumping up like the line I pictured here. So the support level to about ETH, I would say is about here. The first level is here. It's around maybe 2060, and which will depend on the outcomes of Federal Reserve meeting and the U.S. Euro agreement in the coming days, and given the abundance of the bull market in the short term. So it is relatively easy for the price to retrace and touch this support level. I think is from my side. So we just need to see and waiting for the news from the meeting. Yeah, this is my opinion.
Okay, great, great. Thanks for the. Well, we still may specify, I think we can just dive into the questions and wait for them. Okay. Well, in this part, we have some questions for our traders, and the question one is, with Bitcoin hovering near 68K to 70K and the broader market is still in correction mode, what micro and on-chain factors are causing AI tokens to diverge sharply from the rest of crypto? Okay, for this question, let's first hear from Jay.
Okay, so for the hovering around 68, 70, AI token, I think it was AI token is already performed since 2 3 weeks ago during my holidays. So like TAO and others, they did perform well. But for now, I think Bitcoin is still the strongest one for now. But out only some outs will bounce. But Tau I think still can bounce a little bit. But the I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be a little bit high for AI because I think market need to switch into another section, another narrative, such as I'm looking at Tensor. I'm looking like gaming is performing right now. I'm looking like Axel and Magma, Blur, NFT. AI I think it's gonna be like stuck a little bit. So I think it's gonna be like today which narrative and tomorrow which narrative. Just until Bitcoin hit like 76, 78 ish, and after that, let's see, we reassess. So that's my answer, Nora. Thank you.
Okay, clear. Thanks for Jay. And then we hear from Crypto Minister. I think you can do the market insights first, then answer the question one. Okay, Crypto Minister, can you hear me? Any network
Yeah,
issues?
can you hear
Okay.
me? Can you hear me right now?
Yes, yes, good.
Can I share my screen or just go directly with the question?
Yeah, sure. You can share your screen.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Jam everybody. Nice to be on the session today. I'm going to be very fast with this quick one. This is BTC. Currently, BTC is trading around 71K, and I'm currently looking forward to an opportunity to sell because the market has created a new price due to the personally I believe it is because of the news about the ceasefire between um, the US and Iran. And after then we had the markets move extremely higher with huge momentum. So I'm currently looking for an opportunity. But beyond that, let's take a look at the market generally, how the market.
Okay, Crypto Minister, I think we can't hear you clearly.
You should be able to hear me
Yes,
right now. Can
yes.
you?
I think you can continue and we will see.
Okay, let me continue. Sorry. So I get so on a larger scale of the market, if you can see clearly, the market has been creating series of higher highs, higher lows, like in an uptrend. Just trying to use a trend line to give. If you can see clearly, currently the market is on an uptrend, so I'm expecting the market to do some little bit of retracement from here. Since currently on lower time frame, I have some correction opportunity 68K or thereabout. Then the market can continue moving upward depending on the macro news available. And the reason I'm very very bullish about the market for now, unless we get some negative news, is that overall since March, the market has been following particular downtrend pattern before we finally got the breakout of the trend, especially because the US and Iran. I think currently, if we check the market for now, the determining factor so far has been Donald Trump and whatever bullshit is going on in the Middle East.
I think now we can't hear your voice.
Can you hear my voice right now? Can you hear me right now?
It's not clear.
Can you hear me right?
Yeah, yes, no, but not
Thank you.
very
So I
clear.
said, yeah, okay. I said lately I've not really saw the time when I set entries, market move far away from my position. But today I'm expecting the market to move to this place
Okay,
to
actually, we
continue
can't hear your voice
solar.
clearly. Yes, well, I think you can uh, change your network or rejoin this website. Yeah,
So
yes.
you can't hear me clearly.
No, no, it's not clear.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me better? Like,
Actually, no. So I think it's better you can change your network or change your place or change your Wi-Fi.
can you hear me?
Yes, it's okay. We'll wait for you. And now we will talk about question one and wait for crypto minister. Yes, bad network. And this question will invite Lee. Yes.
Sure. So the question one, yeah. Um, from my side, especially there on a macro level, the AI narrative operates independently of the crypto cycle, which is unique in the traditional market AI stocks, for example, Nvidia, and continue to attract capital inflows. We find that in under the expectation of Federal Reserve interest rate cuts, risk assets are rotating, but funds are selectively flowing into AI subsectors with real world applications and rather than purely speculative tokens. Yeah, this is true. And on-chain factors are also even more crucial. We find AI projects such as FAT or Renda or TAO exhibit high developer activity with independent growth in total value locked and actual computational model usage, and their trading volumes and wallet activities do not follow Bitcoin. Actually, they are trying create a narrative plus utility dual driven beta premium, which is very attractive. And but however, we all know high beta assets is suitable for short-term swing trading, but be mindful of liquidity risks and avoid over positioning. We still need to do risk control of this kind of high beta assets. Yeah, this is from my side.
Okay, thanks for answer, Lee. Well, next one we'll hear the market insights from Parasify and the question one. Okay, Parasify, you can share your screen. Okay, Parasify, can you hear me? Okay. Yes, you're here. Can you speak? I cannot hear your voice. Yes, I cannot hear your voice. Okay, Crypto Minister is back, so I think you can, Minister, you can continue your market insight. Yes, you can share your screen now.
Okay, okay, thank you. Can you hear me better now? Can you?
Yes, it's better.
Okay. Okay. Thank God. Shit. Okay, I'm trying to share my screen now.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
trying to share my screen now. Okay, so that's been fucked up. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, you can share the.
Can you see it now? Can you see my screen right?
Actually, I didn't see your screen.
You can't see my screen.
Okay,
Oh my
okay,
God.
yes, yes. Okay, yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I had a little bit of network issue before. So I was trying to explain Solana, that Solana is following the same trajectory, just like BTC. That currently Solana is reacting to a supply zone. And as you can see, immediately the market got to this long time supply zone, we saw a sharp reaction to the downside. And I mentioned that lately I've not really gotten opportunities to eat from the trend on Solana. Most of the times the market will not come back to my entry before it completes the move. So I'm hoping this time around that today Solana is going to come back to this supply zone here, like this bearish order block, and then sell downward. But if you can check, just like the allegation I made just now, the coin is, once it breaks this low downward, I'm not going to participate in the selling again because it is going to become aggressive. And one thing I observed about the market lately is that, especially on Fridays, market most of the time dumps, major pairs they dump on Friday, probably because exchanges are closing. I mean, probably because big banks are closing for the week. I think I have the same thing for Ethereum as well. All market pairs are currently bearish. Market pumped as a result of the news from Donald Trump and broke a long time trend line it has been expecting. So far, I'm not buying for now. I'm waiting for the market technically to return back to this, to respect the last zone over here. and at the same time adding to the confluence of this demand zone over here before I start buying again, probably, and that will be around 2000, 2090 to 2100 thereabouts. So I think that is all I have to share. Nothing really much going on. Market has just been reacting to the back and forth between the ceasefire or the news going on in the Middle East, and the market is very, very volatile right now. So anybody that is going to be trying to bank in the opportunity in the market should be very, very careful so you don't get caught in the markets. Thank you.
Okay, great. Then the question one, please.
So okay, well, on AI tokens, it is even very, very surprising for me when I saw that some AI tokens were doing a little bit. That lately they've been narratives around AI in general as a concept. I believe that is one of the reasons why money is gradually flowing into the sector. I'm talking about AI tokens. Unlike most crypto alt token that their utility is limited to just providing solutions to weather scalability and all of that. But if you compare those tokens with AI tokens, currently the future right now, even right now, what everybody's talking about is AI. So I believe that is one of the reasons why it is moving. But when it has to do with the macro factors, well, personally, I don't know. But what I feel like is that one thing about crypto is that narratives is one of the things that pushes the market. And currently, everybody mostly is talking about AI, and all of that. So I believe that is one of the reasons for the cost of the diversification, and that is why AI tokens are moving and better compared to the rest of other altcoins.
Okay, thanks for answer, Minister. Well, guys, we have question two. Ethereum remains stuck around 2000 while competitors like Solana face pressure. Does this signal a potential shift in layer 1 dominance, or is ETH simply oversold and ready for a rebound? Yeah, I think Lee can answer this question. Uh, okay.
No worries, sure, I can, because I'm the fan of ETH always. Yeah, so both arguments holds some merit, but I learn more towards to uh, oversold plus institutional base building rather than a full layer one dominance shift. Yeah, this is my opinion. And ETH's on-chain active address have reached a new high, and yet new address growth has slowed. Holders continue to exit, and the macro inflation pressures are keeping it pinned at the psychological around the 2000 level. And the second reason is L layer 2 computation and upgrade expectations have already been largely pressed in the Solana, despite its fast TPS and thriving DeFi or some meme ecosystem is also facing similar corrective pressure. And technically, the 2000 level has provided solid support multiple times, and in some technical signals like RSI is sitting at oversold levels, and the ETF plus staking institutional funds remain intact. So this gives a high probability of a short-term rebound. So we find the crypto market not only in the price of BTC and also ETH or BNB is rebounding, not only because of the war between America and Europe, but still based on technical perspective. So with the first target as I said previously, if the market continue to pumping up, if the macro news or policy which is a benefit to the crypto market. So the target is 2,350. Yeah, this is actually the price of the ETH from my side. Yeah.
Okay, great, great. Thanks for your strategy. Well, Lee, do you have any points of the ETH wanna share to us, or suggest us to invest right now?
Actually, longer term, high is some high performance layer one like Solana, are indeed capturing market share. ETH remains the leader, but no longer dominates the challenge it, but not to go all in. So my suggestion is not to go all in. Diversify across layer one instead, not only ETH, but also ETH is still the it's just like number two in crypto market. It's not that easy to be replaced by, but still also diversify your portfolio management, especially in layer one, like Solana or ETH. Yeah, instead, not all in. Mm.
Okay, great, great. Thanks for suggestions. Then we can hear from Crypto Minister.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, personally for me, it's even surprising that it's even surprising seeing Ethereum like ranging around 2000, whereby BTC at least even when BTC was around I think 65, 64, we could still we saw Ethereum at 2000, so BTC going as high as 70K, 72, and Ethereum still remains stuck. Well, personally, I feel like the last sell that happened, I think about a month two ago by the owner of Ethereum, still affecting the level of demand for the coin, and also because
Okay, no voice again.
yeah, can you hear me like this?
Yes, yes, great.
Okay, yeah, if you see so far during the bull market, um, major all layer one tokens did not give better ROI compared to the expectation. So I personally feel like um, gradually layer one is losing its dominance compared to what everybody were expecting. And as a result of that, I believe that has reduced the level of investment trust people having Ethereum. So, personally, I also realized that technically from the chart, you are going to see that the same way BTC has tapped into the long time supply zone, same thing for Ethereum. And I don't really think or expect that Ethereum is going to have a rebound to around 3,000. I don't think that is even possible. Mostly what we are going to really see is Ethereum even going downward, because during the bull run we expect that everybody were speculating Ethereum will do 10K, 15K. We could not see. I think it was even barely around 5K or thereabout. So I feel like Ethereum will still sell and the market will still keep going down, depending on how the rate at which it will go, or let me say the pace at which it will go, will be determined by economic factors and all of that.
Okay, thanks for insights. Then, guys, we have the last question. We'll talk about TAO. Yes, the TAO continues to hit 2026 highs with massive gains driven by decentralized machine learning adoption. How sustainable is this rally, and what does it mean for retail participants looking beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum? Okay, and for this question, did you invest TAO, or and do you want to share something?
Actually, uh, I did not always trading the pairs of tall, but I can still provide some suggestions. The core of the rally is real adoption and decentralized ML subnets are active, and the demand for AI infrastructure is exploding, with corporate AI spending reaching tens of billions, and like TAO Tall as a high beta AI representative has indeed benefited from the rotation. And however, sustainability is questionable. because current external revenue from subnets is far below practical subsidies, and valuation still contains bubbles with significant execution risks such as competition, regulation, and technological scalability. So if the revenue catch up with subsidies by 2026, and the price could easily double again. So conversely, if macro conditions deteriorate for more subsidies, like 30 or 50 percentage of correction would be normal in the crypto market, and the retail investors should avoid chasing this kind of highs and consider small positions plus regular investment, and closely monitoring key put their eye on, such as on-chain data indicators, for example, subnet revenue, active validators, external revenue, always good signals for investors to catch up and strictly implement stop loss and take profit strategies. And the trading is as a high risk, high reward AI lottery ticket, instead of substitute for BTC ETH is totally different assets. We should put different strategy for this kind of assets. So in generally, like BTC ETH is good for you, like dollar cost of investing, for a long term investing. But this kind of AI related TAO or tokens should be regarded as high beta and in short term profitable assets you should mention. So I think investors should recognize that and make it different and with different strategy. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks for insights. Well, Lee, do you still see loan of the TAO, and do you suggest us to buy some TAO?
Not really, because I think the financial market is always changing, and money inflows and outflows. There's unless BTC or ETH is kind of uh, it's very high capitalization and based on physical infrastructure, or I gonna say people always should put the money, most of their money, especially like 60 or 70% a stable and safe coin. And if you're chasing the high beta like TAL, I don't think it's gonna be permanent. It's always changing. So you're just chasing the where the capital inflows and where is the market. Money is where, and then where you should chase, not only TAL, because every year, every month, there is always new and popular items, and where the capital inflows, and then you can follow.
Okay, right, exactly. We should be rational of our own money. Okay, thanks for Lee. And last one, let's hear from Crypto Minister.
Well, thank you. I'm even very happy the fact that you cited a very good AI coin very well, doing very well. Um, Personally, I believe the reason for the rally upward is because there've been a lot of adoption, especially for that concept. And just like how I've said so far, that one of the narratives, one of the factors that pushes the crypto market or crypto tokens to surge higher is what is adoption and narrative. So that creates more demand and more attention to that particular token or that particular or to that particular sector. So well, for Tau, even I was analyzing the coin. I think some days ago because a friend reached out to me about the high milestone price it is creating. So consider, and I told him that well, technically the market was reacting to a demand zone, but however, every move is is pioneered by particular fundamentals, and the fact that everybody right now, like I've said before, is trying to pursue AI. Just like example, machine learning is something everybody wants to. It's something like most youth right now, at least part of tech, everybody wants to see themselves like doing. So I believe that is one of the reasons why it is pushing. And to me personally, it is sustainable because it is very very different from the random utility most tokens come out to say, oh, they are trying to provide solution to. So I believe personally that the rally is very very sustainable. However, sometimes there will be that you see the market, the market, the financial market is created to pump, depending on the pressure of, or depending on the factors of demand and supply. So for now, checking the pair, it has really moved high from I think about 200 from about 200 and something to currently it's pushed to like 350 or thereabouts, which is a very good one for the fact that we are currently seeing that the market is on deer season. So it is sustainable, and I think for retail traders that want to participate, it is always better to do this here and always check whether where you want to buy is at the next demand zone, because at the end of the day, technically the market is always going to respect every demand and supply zone. It's going to always come back to feel in balance. So our people should not be swayed into or should not be deceived with the current with the current momentum of price. They should chill and wait for the market to rebalance so they can also join the move and buy. And whenever you are buying, you need to be very cautious of risk, manage risk very well. Probably you can do DC as well, so you can buy at multiple intervals. So it is when you buy at multiple intervals, let's say for example the market dynamics comes and probably the market does not really do well to expectation, you'll be able to cut a loss and also move on, because that is how the market has been subjected to lately. Sometimes when you say, oh, this is what the market is going to do, at the end of the day, some hidden factors may come in unexpectedly. So it's a very good one, since the move um, is is influenced by something very very crucial in the world today, machine learning. So I believe that is why the rally um, has been positive so far, and I feel like it is sustainable since it is backed by something tangible.
Okay, great, great. Thanks for the details you are sharing to us. Okay, thanks for Minister. Well, guys, that's all the question today. Thank you all for joining us. I bet this live stream is very important for our audience. Be sure to keep an eye on CoinW and our esteemed guest. Follow their Twitter account as we will continue to share valuable insights on the world of crypto. Okay, guys, stay safe and take care about your sport. Okay, good luck, guys. Bye bye.